Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this tutorial I am going to show you how we can build this movie app UI by using Flutter. As you can see over here, this is our app UI. This is our movies app and this is the first screen. We can see that this is a dashboard screen. Over here we can see different kind of movies recommended, best of 2019, top rated. This kind of movies we can see over here, right? We can see different kind of movies are listed over here, and if we click on any of it, then we can see the details of that movie, right? And in the details screen we can also see the details of that movie, some other information related to that movie like the duration, release year, rating, and we can see a short description for the movie. And bottom of this screen we can see that there are two buttons. One is for watching the trailer and other one is for the buy now button, right? But they are not doing anything currently. They are just for the display purpose, as this is the UI only. This is not the full functioning app, so you can see that. And on the Android also we can see that it is working similarly as iOS, right? So this is our app and this is what we are going to build today. And in this tutorial, first we are going to build this dashboard screen. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how we can build this screen, and later part of this tutorial I will show you how we can build this detail screen. So if you are interested in this kind of tutorial, then hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more notifications of my future videos. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with the tutorial. So now as you can see, this is a fresh new install and this is a simple layout which we are seeing. Right now I haven't done anything. I just created this screens folder, and within this screens directory I have created this dashboard screen dot file. And within this dashboard screen I have a scaffold, an app bar and a container. There we have a text widget within this center widget. Okay, so this dashboard screen I have imported in this home route, and I have used this primary swatch color as indigo color, and for the background I have provided the white color. So now we can start designing our layout in this dashboard screen. So over here first we need to provide a search icon. So for that we can provide an actions widget, and over here I can provide icon button, and the icon will be search icon, and for on pressed there will be nothing for now. Now within this body we need to first wrap this within a column. So I'm removing this container, create a column widget, and within this column widget we will have different sections. Like first we have the recommended movie list, then the best of 2019, then the top rated movies, right? So that's the layout. So we need to have the column widget for that, and within this column widget we will have row widget, and within this row we will create our children, and within this row we will have the title and the view all button. So first we will provide the text recommended and a flat button. So this is our flat button and the text. So that's how it's showing right now. So I will give some styling for this. So that's how it's looking right now. Now we need to make this recommended at the left side, and this view all button will be on the right hand side. So for that, main axis alignment space between. So that's how it has been aligned. And after that, after this row we will create the movie list. So for that I will provide a container, and this container will have child list view, and within this list view we will have multiple lists. So this list will be our movies, And for the movies, first we will have the movie thumbnail and then the movie title, right? So we need to provide a column for that. So I will create a column, and this column will contain a container, and this container will hold the image thumbnail. So I provide height 200, width double dot infinity for full width, and then decoration will be box decoration, and for it we will provide border radius 5, and for the image we will provide decoration image. Fit will be box fit cover, and the image will be network image, and I will provide an URL over here. So I will copy paste an URL over here. So I have copied an URL. Now save it. Now reload it once. Okay, there is some issue. So we need to provide an height for the container as well. And now I will change the width of it. I will provide 180. Make it 160. It's looking good currently. And now we need to provide the title for it. So after this container we will provide an text, and for the text we will provide the title. So it will be Avengers Endgame, and the style for it will be font size 16 pixel, and font weight will be font weight bold, and text align for it will be text align center. And now for this list view we will provide scroll direction axis horizontal. So now it will be horizontally. If we copy this column, now we can see that we have multiple lists, but now we can see that they are beside each other. There is no space in between these. So first we need to provide a padding for this. As we can see that at the edges we don't have any space, so we need to provide that. So for that we need to provide a padding for this wrapper, and similar for this recommended text as well, right? As we can see that there is no space in between this edge and the text. So for that, first apply some padding to this row. So for that I wrap it with the padding, and I will provide a 10 pixel padding. So now there is some space, and after that we need to provide padding for this list. So for this container I will provide a padding 10 as well. Okay, this padding will not be here. This container is holding the image only, but we need to provide the padding for this container which is holding the list view. Okay, so now we can see that we have a padding, right? So in the edges we can see that we have some space left, right? Now for this column as well we need to provide padding, and for that I am wrapping this within a container widget, and in the container widget I will provide a padding. So that's the container. Now we can see some problem over here. This is having some different layout other than this, right? Because we have wrapped container for this column only. Okay, so now what we can do, we can remove other columns. So I have removed those columns, and now we can copy these containers. Okay, so now we have similar kind of layout, right? Now I want to provide some space in between this movie title and the image. So for that I will provide a sized box, height 10. So it's looking good. So I need to copy paste it in other places as well. So now we can see that it's looking same, but I can see that it is having some extra space. I want to reduce this space, and also I have noticed that our image has some extra width. I need to reduce that, but I have made some mistake over here. I don't need to provide the width over here. I want to provide the width of this wrapper container over here, so it will be over here. Now if I save it, then we can see that the width of it has been reduced, right? So the wrapper container has the 160 width, and this container which is holding the image, that is having the height of 200. And for this wrapper container I have provided the 10 pixel padding, right? So now again we need to make these changes. So I will repeat this again. I will remove this and copy paste it several times. Okay, so now it's looking good. So to avoid repeating the code again and again, we can make an widget for it. So I create a new directory called widget, and within this widget I give a name of it HorizontalList.dart file, right? So I create a new stateless widget and it will be horizontal list, and we need to import material.dart package, and over here we can copy this container, this wrapper container. So I cut it once and it will be our wrapper container. So I saved it and we need to import it over here. So now we don't need all of these containers, and now we can simply import this horizontal list several times. So now save it. Now we can see that there is no changes, so that means it's working properly. And now I will provide a relative path for this import. So it's working fine right now. Now to remove this padding, we can remove this padding. Let's see, the space has been reduced. Now let's see what else we need to do. So over here, as we can see, our image has some shadow over here, right? So to give the shadow, we need to wrap this image container with a card widget. So for that I will wrap it with a new widget. So the widget will be card, and elevation for it I will give 10. And now still I think it is having some extra space, so for removing that space we need to change this padding. We will not provide all padding for this. We will provide symmetric horizontal 10 pixel padding. So horizontal 10 pixel padding. So now it has been reduced, so now it's looking quite good, and we have our expected layout as well. As we can see that our image has some shadow over here, right? And this is our view all button, and this is our recommended text. So now after it we need to create other section. So this section, this best of 2019, and it has different layout for the items, right? So first we have created this row padding. So I will copy this because we will have the similar kind of layout over here as well. It will be best of 2019. Save it. Now we can see that, and I will provide a little space over here, and after this padding I will provide these items, this kind of layout. So as you can see that it contains the image the title and the description as well, and all of this content has been wrapped within the card widget, because we can see that this section has some shadow as well. So I will create a container which will hold those items, and I will give height of 500, and I need to provide some padding as well. So the padding will be edge inset symmetric horizontal 10, and then again for the child of it we need to provide the list view as well, and over here the list will not be horizontal, it will be vertical. So default list view is vertical, so we don't need to change the scroll direction of it, right? And now for the children of it I will create a column, and for the column I will provide children card widget. So for the card widget I will provide elevation 5, and the child of it will be row, and within this row we will provide the image, and then we will have the title and the description in a column. So now first we need to provide the container, and the container decoration will be box decoration, and the image of it will be decoration image, and for the image we need to provide network image, and similarly we need to provide an URL over here. So I will copy the URL from here. So I copied the URL and paste it over here, and for the feet it will be box feet cover, and also we need to provide some height and width of it. So I provide height 150 and width 100. So now we can see that our card layout has been present over here, right? And at the bottom of the screen we can see some error also. The error is because we have provided the height 500 for this container, for this complete section, so that is exceeding the available space of our screen. So that means we need to wrap complete contents of this screen with single child scroll view widget. Let me do that first. So this column will be wrapped with some new widget, and the new widget will be single child scroll view. Okay, so now the error has been gone, so now we can start working on it. So that's how our list item is looking right now. Now we need to do some changes over here. So as you can see over here that it has some rounded corner over here, right? But it's not having the rounded corner for this image, but I want that. So I want that border radius at the top left side and bottom left side of this image, and over here I don't need that border radius. So for that I will provide border radius only. So for the bottom left I will provide radius circular 5, and for the top left I will provide radius circular 5 as well. Now after saving it we can see that we have border radius for the image as well, right? And now after this we need to provide the title and the description. So for that I can provide it after this container. So after this container I will create another container, and this container will have a padding 10 pixel padding, and I give this a height of 150, the same height as we provided for the image. And after that we need to provide the child of it, and the child for this will be column, because first we need to provide the title and after that we need to provide the description. So for the children of it first we need to provide the text widget, and over here I do provide the title. So title is Avengers Endgame, and I need to provide some style for it. So style of it will be font size 16, font weight bold. Now after this text we need to provide another text for the description. So here we will provide a description for it. So I'm just copy pasting a description over here. So I have copy pasted the description over here, but now I can see that there is some issue. Our text is exceeding the available space. It is not coming in the bottom of this area. So for that we need to wrap it with a container, and for this container we will provide a width, say 240 pixel. So now we can see that it is showing properly, right? But now we can see that our title has been shifted to the center of this area, but we don't want that. So for that I will make this cross axis alignment start. Now it's left aligned. Now I want to provide some space in between this title and the description. So for that I will provide sized box height 10. So now it's looking quite good. Now similarly I copy this column into a separate widget. So I cut it over here and I will create another widget called vertical list item dot vertical list item and import material dot package. Now paste it over here. Now over here I can import that vertical list item several times. So now we can see that our list is showing over here, but now if we want to scroll it, then we can see that it is scrolling within this container, this wrapper container, but I don't want that. I want to scroll complete app. Okay, but right now while I am scrolling from this section, that time only this list are scrolling, so we need to stop that. So for that I can provide physics never scrollable scroll physics. So now save it. Now after saving it we can see that if I scroll through it, then it is not scrolling, it is scrolling the complete screen, right? And now I want to provide extra space over here. So for this I will use sized box after it, so it will be height 10. Now reload it once. Now it's looking perfect. So now after this we will have another section for the top rated movies as well, and that is similar to this layout. So for this I can just simply copy this padding over here, and after this container I can provide a sized box height 30, and then I can provide it. So now we can see another section and it will be top rated movies. So now we have created the UI which we require for this, right? So now I will create a model for the data, which kind of data I want to provide over here, the movie model. Okay, so I will create a new directory called model, and over here it will be movie.dart, and it will be class called movie, and a movie will have an ID, title, image URL, and we will have several other information. Currently we are not seeing those informations over here on this screen, but on the detail screen we will see other details as well. Like as we can see over here, we will have other informations like duration of the movie, release year, and the rating. So I will create the model for those details as well. So I will copy it several times, and after this we will have the description, then we will have the rating, we will have the release year and the duration, right? And the movie will accept these details, so it will be this id, this dot title, this dot image url. So this is how our data will be presented. Okay, now I'm going to copy paste some dummy data which I have prepared for this app over here. So I have pasted it. So here are some information. So first we have movie list information, which is providing the movie item, and all the movie item have the data which we have prepared over here, right? So we have first movie list, after that we have a top rated movies, so top rated movies over here, and after that we have best movie list as well for the best of 2019. Okay, so this is the way I have structured it over here. In the real-time scenario it will not be like this, the model will be like this, and we need to provide the data like this as well, but it will not have the list like this movie list or this top rated movies like this. We will have proper calculation from the server side to fetch those movies data according to our requirement, right? So this is for the demonstration purpose of this UI. I have prepared it like this. So now I can save it. Now after that, for this recommended movie list, I can provide ListView dot builder. So the builder method will be here, and we don't need to provide this children. So currently I'm just commenting it, and the item count will be movie list dot length, and for the movie list we need to import our model over here, and I will provide a relative path. Similarly for this widget as well, I will provide a relative path, and for the item builder I need to provide some context and the index, and over here it will be horizontal list, and from this horizontal list I will pass the index value, and currently we are not expecting that index value in this horizontal list, so we need to make some changes over here. Now we will expect this int index, and for the horizontal list let's make it horizontal list item to have similar naming convention over here. Rename it like this, horizontal list item, and it will be horizontal list item. So we are expecting this index value, and after it we will pass that over here. So it will be movie list index dot image url, and for the title it will be similarly movie list index title. Saved it, and it will be horizontal list item. Okay, it will be horizontal list item. So now it should be updated. Let's see. Now reload this once. Let's see, we have some error over here. So horizontal list item, I have updated it. Okay, I have another area where I have provided horizontal list, so that's why it's showing like this. So it will be horizontal list item and it will be horizontal list item as well, and all of it also expecting some index value. So currently I'm just commenting it out. Okay, not an issue regarding that. So now our data has been updated with our model data which we have provided over here, right? Now similarly do the same thing for others as well. So for best of 2019 we need to do the same thing. So we will create the builder function and we don't need this vertical list item children. Item count will be best movie list dot length and item builder will be context index and vertical list item, and I will pass the index. Okay, let me grab my charger. So I have plugged in my charger, and now after that we need to make some changes for the vertical list item as well. We have to expect that index value over here, so I can copy it over here. So it will be vertical list item, and over here the data will be best movie list dot index dot image URL. Similarly for the title, and same thing for the description as well. So now save it so we can see the changes over here. And now we have another section left for the top rated movies. So for that we can undo this comment over here and we don't need this section. And for this list view builder we will provide the item count, and the item count will be top rated movie list dot length. And for the item builder we will provide similarly the context index, and then we need to provide the item, and that item will be similar to this horizontal list item but not the same, because for the horizontal list item we are fetching the movie list, but for this section we need to provide top rated movies, right? So top rated movie list we need to fetch, so it will be different. Okay, and I provide this a relative path, so I copy this and create another widget. Okay, and it will be top rated list item, and it will be top rated movie list image URL, and it will be top rated movie list title. So now we can import this top rated list item over here, and now let's change the path. So now if I check it, now we can see that we have proper layout over here, right? So that's how our first screen has been done, and in the next video of this tutorial series I will show you how we can create this detail screen, and after clicking on this we will reach to this detail screen over here, right? Currently if we click on any item nothing happens right now, but after creating new screen we will make these items clickable. So this is the tutorial guys. I hope you have learned something new, and if you do so then hit the like button, let me know by commenting down below, and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. It will motivate me to create more such content on this channel. So I will see you guys in my next tutorial. In the meantime, have a great day. Goodbye.